unwinding and getting the relief he needs from back pain and back stress, is joining us for the first time ever here on Connected Life. Now, this show's main focus and passion is your health and wellness. The Teeter table is HSN's #1 best-selling, longest-running, most in-demand health and wellness fitness product that we offer. Close to 20 years, Roger has been coming to this network, inverting completely, bragging about water skiing with his grandchildren, and living his best life because pain does not slow him, pain does not stop him. He takes care of his body from head to toe with the oldest trick in the book. Hippocrates created it for stress relief, for giving you that relief of low back pain, for getting pain out of the way of living your life. Tonight's show is about life stages gifts. Well, a Teeter table could change what you think a life stage can be. Roger is a 79-year-old grandfather who water skied 40 times?
40 times.
40 times. Talk about changing the way you think about life stages. It's the last chance to get a Teeter table for the year. It's a ravely reviewed customer pick. It's relaxation and health and wellness in mere minutes. This takes no time at all. It's the only UL listed table in the marketplace and officially an FDA cleared device. It has been certified. Right now, take a look at your screen for back pain, sciatica, spinal degenerative joint disease and muscle tension, herniated discs, facet syndrome, muscle spasm. We're talking real deal medical issues and problems that are FDA cleared, that the Teeter table will help you through it. Now, it's your last chance to get it. It's our best price for the year. It's $130 off. But at the end of the day, in just a few moments, you give yourself your life back. Right, Roger?
It's worked that way for me. You know, I wrecked my back 40 years ago, and when I say wrecked, I couldn't even get out of bed on worst days. I had to crawl hands and knees into the shower to get hot water in my back just to be able to stand up. I tried everything to get relief, Brett. That went on for 5 years until I found Inversion. The relief I got was temporary, but it was more effective and lasted longer than anything else I tried. And by doing it on a regular basis, you know, as a maintenance program, been virtually pain-free for the last 37 years. And as you're right, I went skiing, water skiing 40 times with my grandchildren, most of it with my grandchildren, and I'm back in the slalom course, which is what I really love to do.
Unbelievable. So tell me, you're seeing the videos because we want you to understand why this is here tonight. This is about redefining your idea of a life stage. This is being an active grandparent. This is getting back onto the golf course. This is keeping up with kids and grandkids, and not letting pain get in the way of living your life.
You know, and it's fun and easy, and you know, temporary relief of back pain, 4 different ways. It takes the pressure off. You get a pinched nerve, a sciatica. The FDA specifically says sciatica, that's a pinched nerve. You know, take the pressure off. I mean, the pain is caused by your body weight pinching a nerve. Take the pressure off. You know, when you have back pain, you don't have a lot of choices, and most of them deal with symptoms, not the cause.
So talk to me about what's going on here.
Yeah, this is you inverting. You don't need to go to full inversion, but the thing you're gonna first feel is those stressed out shoulder muscles letting go and the stress running out your fingertips, and as you decompress, look at that spine elongating. That could be a cause of back pain. Here's the big deal. You got a pinched nerve, sore joint, degenerative disc disease, degenerative joint disease. Teeter takes the pressure off. Less pressure is less pain. Virtually every one of those 10 things that FDA has cleared us for are mechanical problems, the interaction of gravity with your skeleton combined with your lifestyle. Too much sitting, weak muscles, and stress.
Well, and it's minutes, right? This is not a workout regimen. 3 to 5 minutes.
Right. This is not a workout.
Right. And it's not an hour. It's not a long-term commitment.
3 to 5 minutes.
In the comfort of your own home.
And in your own, any clothes you're wearing, just about.
Not having to go to a doctor's office, not checking in with a chiropractor, not paying a copay. Let's talk about getting on the machine, right?
All right.
Let's see exactly what people can expect.
We're in a storage position. It goes into action in just a couple of seconds. Adjustable from 4'8" to 6'6", 300-pound capacity. And you mentioned that it's UL cleared. I really want to point it out. Yes, it's UL cleared, United States and Canada, and it's the toughest spec there is. But the CE mark, this is home use medical equipment. We meet all the safety standards in Europe for home use safety. That small number pertains to this table. It also meets all the safety standards in Japan. Virtually, Teeter is the only brand that meets those safety standards, and it's the only one that can, because we use special steels, heat treated, which allows that 30,000 cycles FDA and UL requires. With 300 pounds,
well,
it has to go 30,000
and it's
cycles.
why it's the only.
Pounds.
It's why it's the only table we offer here at HSN. We're not going to mess around. And we're going to have you hang upside down. So let's get on it and show people what it is. Why does it work? Why did Hippocrates create this as a solution to lower back pain?
He really had it right. I do want to show you, very important, the security strap, and it's a color-coded strap. Allows you to slide the buckle to get whatever setting you want. Everything's on the DVD, but that's a security strap. Stops you at this angle, and I want to point out these traction handles, which are a freebie upgrade. $27 is what we normally charge you. It's included in no extra charge. If you go to this angle or any angle, put the tether strap on and use the traction handles, you can use your own muscle power to push on these handles and decompress your body as though you were full inversion.
So if Teeter's changed your life, call us. Help the rest of the world understand why we call this a life stage gift, because it will redefine what your life stages can be. Get pain out of the way during this holiday season. Treat yourself to stress relief and relaxation in mere moments. It is the oldest trick in the book and works better than anything else that's ever been offered.
All right, well, first advantage, then we're going to hear from Dr. Steedman. But first of all, the low stress is going to happen when you open the box, because it's going to be largely assembled. This piece with all these small parts, fully assembled. The A-frame's fully assembled. The bed's fully assembled. You do have some assembly. It's not totally assembled, but all you have to do is put on these upgraded handles, which, by the way, are a $70 upgrade over our infomercial, and we're throwing those in on the deal. Lumbar Bridge controls the curvature in the back. While you're in partial inversions, these acupressure nodes are the thumbs that you wish somebody would push on that knot in your back. Well, there's 8 of them, 2 of each of 4 sizes. You can put them anywhere on this bed and get that massage, especially as you rock back and forth. Okay, I've set it for my height. Step in. I'm gonna open that a bit more, and this is our medical grade. This is the most advanced table that we have. And I want you to look at this. Just click, click, click. It's just micro adjustments so that it gets you exactly the right comfort level. You know, this pivot point at your center of mass, and then you become it's like a teeter-totter. He was
literally named to be in this business. So,
it's the only job I could have.
And it's a family business. This is a family company, a United States company and business that has been working for decades at relieving people of pain and pressure and problems because of what Roger went through in his own life. You and your family deserve it, to keep up with the kids, to be able to put the Christmas decorations up, to get back to living your life on the golf course, on the tennis courts, on the slalom ski slopes, if that's what you so choose to do. And you see, everybody can do this. It's not scary, full, hanging upside down. It's relief. It's fighting back the worst that gravity can do to you.
And these upgraded handles, you could just walk yourself back, or you could, the Teeter's the only thing that balances this well. There's great benefits at this angle: stress relief, you know, getting rid of the tension before jumping in bed, go to bed stress-free. You know, I'd like you to work up to this angle. Your hands will fall in this grip, and you can, you know, massage and pull yourself back and forth, you know, to get back in shape. You don't need to go to full inversion, but half of you will. Half of regular invertees do go to full inversion because you got that extra flexibility, things that you just can't do any other way. You know, you can do crunches, and you know, when you are over 79, it's functional fitness that counts. That's joints that work. Also, traction handles, inverted lock position. There's lots of ways to get out of this position. It's all in the DVD. But if I relax, push this, it's a push button release out of the inverted lock position. So a great plus with all these factors.
So, Roger, talk to me a little bit about Dr. Steedman, because you've had so many doctors swear by your table and the benefits of inversion.
Right. Dr. Steedman is an orthopedic surgeon specializing in joint problems. And I want you to listen to his testimony. It's his personal testimony, and it's also his professional testimony.
I have bouts of lower back pain in the decade or so since I've started using the Teeter on a daily basis. It's been very helpful, and I'm just grateful For the amount of time involved and for the cost of the device, it's a no-brainer. It's priceless. I'm an orthopedic surgeon specializing in the treatment of bone and joint disorders. The shock-absorbing function of the discs is important in the overall function of the spine. The spine is a very complex structure. I would recommend the Teeter to a broad spectrum of people. Regular use of the Teeter inversion table takes temporary stress off of the intervertebral discs by creating traction and negative pressure and gives them the opportunity to rehydrate. Teeter can also be used to strengthen one's core with inverted crunches. Using the Teeter a few to several minutes every day or every other day can help temporary relief of lower back pain.
So I can't not get on this table. It's been a long day for me. I mean, you know, seriously. But listen, I'm a different height than Roger, easily adjustable. Everybody in your home can do this. And I want you to see, if you're scared about going back, how easily controlled this is, that your body just reacts and glides with it in a way that you get settled and you just release the whole day. Yes, it's good for your back. Yes, it relieves sciatica. Yes, it's an FDA cleared medical device, but more importantly, I am letting go from the bills and the schedules and the calls.
You know, the stress relief and back pain relief is just the beginning, because you've got decompression, you've got a realignment of the body, you look better in good posture, believe me, improved flexibility, a big deal at my age, stretching and relaxing, and helping you keep your original body shape. You know, gravity's not kind to the human body.
Do I have to come back?
Rosy cheeks. You know, you know, that's extra circulation.
I'm getting taller, and I'm letting go of all my stresses. Now, listen, this can be yours for a special sale price. Now, it's only right now, thank you, right now here at HSN, that you're getting a full $130 off, plus extended holiday returns, flex pay, and free shipping and handling. Remember, flex pay is for you. For less than $2 a day on your credit card. Get that golf handicap back where you want it to be. Get back on the tennis court. Keep up with the grandkids this holiday season. It is Roger's last visit of the year this weekend, and we are giving you early access in our Life Stages gift show tonight. We expect every single Teeter table to sell out by Sunday. Reserve yours now. You know, if you're using the HSN card, you can also finance this over the next full year for less than $1 a day. For less than $1 a day, you own the equipment. You own an FDA-cleared medical Class 1 device. And Roger has nothing but rave reviews, nothing but customer pick status on his tables. And we even have some wonderful stories from some of your satisfied customers.
Yes, actually, check it out. We're at 4.8 out of 5.
And let's actually hear from somebody. I know that, who would you like to hear from first?
Well, so many. Let's hear from Cedric, and because he has a story like mine, you know, because he's getting up to my age bracket, and he had a very active life and a lot of back problems. Let's listen to what Cedric, and then we're going to give you a family experience with Lair Moore's. Yes.
Aging is nothing but compression, brought on by the greatest force in our universe, which is gravity. I played 13 years of professional football, and you in mortal combat with opposing people as big and as strong as you are. In the long run, you do a lot of damage to yourself. Not thinking about the consequences of one day being 67 years old and having to deal with the aftermath. The first time that I used the Teeter, the feeling was just of relief, total relief. It's just a whole new world open to me. It has restored the flexibility, and I'm able to walk further. Being able to stand up straight without my back bothering me is a victory. I've always been a dreamer, and everything had been on hold. Getting on the Teeter, instantly, hope came back. I can live again.
I would just like to go on record as saying our wonderful model is Roger's wife. Roger's daughter is a main member of the organization. This is a family tradition and a wonderful business. And you're also happy and vibrant. You know, you're living your lives, you're motivated, you're passionate, you're energetic, and it's without a pill, without an ointment, without other issues.
Yeah, you know, I love water skiing with my grandkids. I taught, both of them are on slaloms.
Unbelievable.
6 and 7 on on Solemn, or 5 and 7, good grief. Snow skiing this last summer. That's what retirement ought to be. Being able to do the things you love to do. And actually, I couldn't even be that active a number of years ago if it wasn't for the inversion table. It has given me my life back. It has given me improved flexibility. You know, that loss in movement that makes you look old. You take care of your skin because you want to look young, and then you move old. Don't be that person. You know what I'm talking about. You know, but...
So I want to hear more from some doctors, too.
Yes,
Dr. Tons can really sort of explain what this is all about, right?
Yeah, well, listen to what he has. Something very special to say about height change daily.
Go ahead, let's take a listen.
The discs that sit here are like shock absorbers we have on the car. So when you get up in the morning, you may be 6'1". When you go to bed at night, you're actually about 6'1½". You lose 1/4 to 1/2 inch of height as these shock absorbers get squeezed and the water comes out of them. Then when you're asleep, they rehydrate. One of the advantages, I think, of Roger's device is that you can do this during the day, too, and give yourself kind of a break from the constant pressure on your back and on these shock absorbers to allow them to rehydrate by taking all the pressure off and letting them have some freedom. People that get on a standard routine and do it again and again do far better than people that go for 3 weeks of therapy and then re-injure again in a year, go for 3 weeks therapy. A daily routine, which is what Roger's recommending, I think is a very good way of getting your back in great shape so that as we stay vertical for our lives, we don't start breaking down later on.
You know, what he's saying, so many of the things he's saying are so important, and you actually experience what he's talking about on daily height change. You just don't realize it. So I want you to think about this. Again, as he said, these discs are fluid-filled shock absorbers, and they're constantly changing their fluid content. So while you're sleeping and the pressure's reduced, they absorb moisture. They're thicker. In the morning, you're taller. As soon as you get out of bed, though, your own body weight starts squeezing moisture out of these discs. As they become smaller, thinner, you don't have as much flexibility and shock absorption. They also control the size of an opening that a nerve comes through. So a thin disc, or let's call it a degenerative disc disease, that, as FDA would call it, can result in a sciatica because the thin disc means a pinched nerve. I mean, these are mechanical problems.
And I wanted you to see it in black and white. Now, we have only 10 minutes left to go. This is the last visit of the year for Roger, but FDA cleared. I want you to see this on your screen. This is a medical cleared device. If you suffer from back pain, it stops you from living your life. If you suffer from sciatica, it is hard to sit in the car. If you suffer from spinal degenerative joint disease, like Roger was just talking about, if you no longer golf, if you no longer fish, if you're afraid to spend the entire day with your grandkids because of the pain it puts you through, try a Teeter table. It's mere moments, it's relaxation, it is true health and wellness in a bigger and bigger way than anything you can shop for. And at less than $2 a day on your credit card to own the medical device?
Yeah, that's it. Here's the other list. You know, there are 10 different things, and they're all mechanical problems. They're mechanical problems. It's your own body weight squeezing pressure on pinched nerves, sore joints, misalignments, poor posture, and it can be stressed, muscles as well, and misalignments. Well, inversion is a way to fight back against all those things. As you invert and relax, the body will elongate. Less pressure means less pain. Take the pressure off that pinched nerve, that sore joint, and the body will not only realign itself, but you're getting benefit to every joint in your body, ankles, knees, hip, every weight-bearing joint, improve flexibility, correcting posture, and helping you keep your original body shape. This figure shows a typical aging and what Teeter is designed to work against. That older gentleman has lost height in his discs. Yes, he's lost his figure, but the bigger deal is that height's loss in the soft tissue of the joint is where his flexibility is, his shock absorption, the ability to garden, to play football with the kids, to get through a whole round of golf, to water ski in my case. Inversion is a way to keep youthful function. It's a maintenance program, just like you take care of your skin, your heart.
And Roger, not to interrupt, but I just want everybody to see. There's no herky-jerky, weird, scary moment. I glided right back up. I mean, I think you missed it, and I'll do it again. I want you to see just how easily you control the experience from beginning to end. There's no, help me. There's no scared. There's no whip around. This is gentle, gliding, and truly relaxing. It will do more for you than any massage. It will certainly do more for you than any pill or any ointment can do. And it's yours to own the table and use forever for less than $2 a day on your credit card. Why is it such a homegrown, huge tradition here at HSN? Because it has changed people's lives. I mean, I want you to listen to Millie. We are running out of time. It's your first chance at the final sale of the year to get a Teeter table home and get you or your aged loved ones back to living their lives. Look at Millie. Listen to her story.
I invert every single day. It's like brushing my teeth. It's part of my routine. I get on the table and stretch myself out, and it's just a wonderful tool for relaxation. Just 18 months ago, I tested for and I became a 4th Dan black belt Taekwondo master. If you want to reach a different level of fitness, you have to try things. The Teeter hang-ups is probably one of the best tools for overall health, for feeling better, for stretching out your muscles. And what can be easier?
Okay, so I hope you got the tech talk. 4th level black belt, well, that's the update. She just passed 5th level black belt. Are you ready for this? 2 months before her 90th birthday.
Unbelievable.
She's 90, kicking shoulder heights, breaking boards.
That's why this is about changing your life stages, changing the way you act as a grandparent, changing the way you are as a family member. As a father, I know the challenges I go through. A bad back day is a day that I am challenged to keep up with my son and my daughter and be the best present father I can be. Now, just a little bit of business with only 5 moments left to go at the beginning of the final sale of the year with Roger. Our price is hand over fist the best price in America. Hands down, bar none, the #1 most recognized, most highly rated in review inversion table in the industry is far and away the best value when you shop for it here at HSN. You get all the bonus goodies. It's more assembled when you buy from us than you get it from anywhere else. You join thousands of customers who for almost 20 years have had their lives changed by Roger and their Teeter table.
Yeah, and by the way, this long handle, this EZReach handle, that is our medical grade. This is the most advanced table. You know, EP970, check it out. You won't find a price anywhere that even begins to match this. And remember, it is FDA cleared. Teeter's FDA cleared and meets all the safety standards because we use special steels where no other table does.
And this weekend, we will sell out every single table at the best value you'll find anywhere. If you want one, if you're worried about how you're going to manage Thanksgiving and guests and Christmas, if you got a golfer in your life, you know, have all the kids pitch in for a gift for grandpa and let them get back on the course. If you want to get back to living your life and you wake up debilitated, I mean, truly, what is your health and wellness worth when it touches every single part of your life? A painful back day is a day not lived. For less than $2 a day, for less than $1 a day if you're shopping with an HSN card, something that takes the amount of time that it takes you to brush your teeth. Brush your teeth, get on your Teeter table, and change your outlook on life.
I love that line because that's what Millie said. Her secret was, I invert every day like brushing my teeth. Keep that in mind. This is a maintenance program, 3 to 5 minutes. All right, I want to introduce you to the Larimores, and listen, when one person in the family has a back pain, it shuts the whole family down. Listen to what the Larimores have to say.
The back problems really started when I did a long road trip. When you're in constant pain, it definitely has a significant impact on your ability to deal with little kids that are running around. You can't deal with stress as easily.
I just wanted him to be better and be back to himself and back to being a vibrant part of our family. His pain had an effect on his relationship with the kids, and that was hard to watch.
A friend of mine introduced me to Teeter. As soon as I got on it, it was relief. It felt amazing.
The net benefit of him using the Teeter to our family is just unbelievable.
I'm like a spokesperson for the Teeter. I tell everybody I know.
You know, I just can't think of anything more important at this holiday season than taking care of your body, taking care of your stress levels, giving your body what it needs to live to its very finest. Roger is living proof. The man will celebrate his 80th birthday next year, and he puts all of us to shame here in this building, full of vitality and life and energy. And this is his best kept secret. Remember, this is not just an active man. This is a man who had his back wrecked. And look at the lifestyle he lives now. It really is absolutely incredible. I mean, you're an inspiration to us all, and it's this simple and easy, isn't it?
That's it. I love my job. I really do. You know, and when you get off the table, even if you don't do it, you're going to feel like you could just jump. Yes, bring on those grandkids. I'm ready for them.
And now they're
I got
all
5
coming.
grandsons. You got to hang before they come over.
It's all coming, right? The grandkids are coming. The children are coming. The holiday packing needs to happen. The tree needs to go up. The decorations need to go up. And if you're dreading what's supposed to be a lovely, wonderful, important moment in your life, don't dread it. Get back to loving it. Get back to living your life. And remember, what you're buying today is not a fad, is not a trick. We are talking about over 20 years here at HSN. We are talking about a technology invented by Hippocrates.
400 BC.
400 BC, and no matter what else has come and gone, it's now finally